The Los Angeles Lakers are on the brink of being swept out of the playoffs for the second consecutive year by the Denver Nuggets. Last year, of course, it was in the Western Conference Finals where they came from the play-in, okay, and made it to the Western Conference Finals. All right, so a lot of people, and they lost to the Denver Nuggets, who ended up winning the championship. So a lot of people said, okay, got swept by Denver, but next season, we're going to, with this team really went on a run. Once we made the trade, the team was one of the best teams in basketball. So we're going to come back with this team, pretty much the core of this team next year for a full season, and let's see how things play out. Well, for a full season, they had this roster, and it was pretty much the same, almost identical. Almost identical. We ended up a couple of games better. I think the Lakers ended last year maybe 6 games over 500. I think it ended this year like 12 over 500. So had a better record in the regular season, but still playing. Now, this year, the first round, the Lakers are on the verge of being swept by the Denver Nuggets, who they've lost now 11 consecutive games to, and it is, 7 consecutive playoff games. And there's been a lot of talk about whose fault is it? Is it Darvin Hams? Is it Jeannie Buss and Rob Pelinka for not putting together, not giving LeBron and AD that one more bona fide star? For not having a roster that was more catered into stopping the Denver Nuggets and slowing down Nikola Jokic. All right? Usually, the Lakers have a problem with availability when it comes to Anthony Davis and LeBron James. Well, this year, Anthony Davis played the most games he's ever played in his career. I believe he played, 77 games, something like that? Played in the 70s. Or 73 out of 82, or somewhere around there. LeBron missed around 10 or so games. I think the Lakers were 6-5 without him, so I think he missed like 11, 12 games. Either 6-5 or 7-6, something like that. But everyone is asking around what is the problem, and while you look at LeBron James and you say, well, how can it be LeBron's fault? He's averaging 26, 7, and 10 assists in the series. How can it be his fault? He's shooting 56% from the field. He's shooting 41% from 3. 1.7 steals and 1.3 blocks. How can it be LeBron's fault? He's doing his thing. Yet and still they're down 0-3. A lot of people I'm seeing is saying the same thing about LeBron that they've pretty much been saying for the last couple of years. He's a stat packer. He no longer impacts the game. All his stats mean nothing. He's only out there to tack on to his total numbers, to put the record out of reach, and so on and so forth. All of the narrative that I heard about LeBron James. Are they completely lies? Are people telling the truth? I don't feel as though LeBron James is a stat packer. I don't feel as though, hanging around, he's not 40 years old, trying to ring chase like Shaq did at the end of his career and just going to teams that have a chance to win a ring, and he's playing minimum time. He's putting in 10 points a game like how Dirk was holding on, or even like how Kobe was. Kobe averaging 17 a game, stuff like that. He's not just adding on his numbers like the Vince Carter could have done, 22 years and just playing on different teams at the end of his career. He's not stat packing. All of those points that comes, most of the time, the Lakers need them to win. But what LeBron James does now is the points and the numbers that he puts up are no longer as impactful, and they no longer come in meaningful games as much as it may have done 5 years ago. All right? So I believe his points are much less meaningful now. And his stats are much less meaningful because the team isn't winning. Now, you can say, well, that's the other guys. You got Anthony Davis, who's averaging what? 32, 13, and 1.7 blocks in the postseason, like in this series. He's shooting 61% from the field. But now a lot of people are looking at LeBron's contract. A lot of people are saying, it's all of the rigmarole, it's all of the antics that comes with LeBron. I see a lot of Laker fans. You got to remember something. When LeBron James first came here, the Laker fans weren't very nice to LeBron James. I blame a lot of that on Kobe. I blame a lot of that on Kobe because Kobe Bryant knew that his fans felt a type of way about LeBron, mainly due to the fact that Kobe, with the, shoot the ball at the All-Star game, trying to make it seem as though, come on, man, why don't you shoot? And you don't got that killer instinct, and that whole time when they were trying to pit Kobe and LeBron against each other, it always came across that Kobe didn't have a lot of respect for LeBron James. And Kobe Bryant knew that. And when they first got LeBron James, he did not step up and say, yeah, let's get behind LeBron. He said, well, he has to earn it. This is a city for winners. We're used to winning. So he has to come here and earn it. He didn't step up. And because of that is why he got his mural defaced. So I blame a lot of the early years of the fans not taking to LeBron. I blame that on Kobe. And it's Kobe who have retired. He knew LeBron was now going to be, have the helm passed to him. And Kobe didn't want to be forgotten about or whatever that quick. So I believe he was cold to LeBron on purpose. And that way his fans picked up on it. And you can't tell me anything different. Trust me. I watched the whole entire thing. I watched every single Laker game. I'm tapped in to what's going on in Laker Nation, all that. And they defaced this man's mural when he first came, first season at the Lakers. Even though he won the championship in 2020, you hear Laker fans say, oh, but that was a bubble championship. A lot of Laker fans don't give him credit for that. And they say, oh, other than a fraud championship, he's done nothing for us. It wasn't until Kobe Bryant said, I passed the torch to LeBron. Remember when he went to that game, him and LeBron was hugging, he was smiling with him, and he said, the city belongs to you, go out there and win us that next championship. It wasn't until Kobe pretty much signed off on LeBron that everyone else, all the Kobe fans said, okay, our guy pretty much says it's okay to root for him. But even with that, even after he delivered them the championship, even after all the things he's still doing at the age of 39, turning 40, a lot of Laker fans still don't respect LeBron. So a lot of them are wanting to blame him. But let's look a little bit deeper. Remember, Paul George, who grew up a Laker fan, had an opportunity. Remember when we was seeing like we was clearing out, right? Then clearing up, gearing up for Paul George, didn't make the trade for him that year because they said, oh, Paul George pretty much guaranteed us he's coming in the summer. Paul George didn't come to the Lakers. Why? Because of LeBron James. I'm hearing he had people calling him saying, mainly people, not going to mention no names, Kyrie, heard he had people calling him saying, don't do it, dog. Katie, don't play with him. So the Lakers didn't get Paul George pretty much because of LeBron. I don't care what people say. Yeah, the money, this, that, and the third, but Paul George wanted to play for the Lakers until he started getting calls from people telling them, don't play with LeBron. And there was rumors that it was KD and Kyrie. Then remember, the Lakers didn't get Kawhi Leonard. He said, I want to play against LeBron. I don't really necessarily want to play with LeBron. If I have no other choice, if Toronto doesn't, trade me or re-sign me, then I'll play for the Lakers. But he didn't really want to play with LeBron. We already seen Kyrie leave him. So there's a lot that comes with LeBron. There's a lot of negatives come with LeBron, but there's far more positives. I saw people saying, oh, LeBron leaves the team a mess everywhere he goes. He leaves the coaches and the players a mess when he leaves those teams. But guess what else he leaves? He leaves a ring or two. So trust me, those coaches, if they had a chance to do it over again, I don't think not one coach nor player is going to say, yeah, I wish we didn't get LeBron. You think Eric Spoelstra's glad that he got LeBron James? That's where there's only 2 rings. You think Dwayne Wade is upset that LeBron James came and added 2 more rings for him? You think Ty Lue is upset? LeBron James got him his only championship. You think Kyrie Irving is still living today off of that shot he hit when he was teammates with LeBron James? Because what has he done since then? What clutch shot, other than the 2 shots that he hit in the postseason game over Curry, and then the next following year when Golden State had Durant and he hit the shot on Christmas Day over Klay Thompson? He's still living off of those. Oh, now all of a sudden Kyrie's so clutch. But other than that, other than those 2 shots, what other shot up until this year when he hit the little left-handed hook over Jokic? But that wasn't the postseason. Kyrie Irving has been made a living off of those shots when he was teammates of LeBron. What other shots has he hit in the postseason to win games? Don't worry, I'll wait. But is it LeBron James' fault now? Let's get rid of LeBron James. Let's put this way. The Lakers get rid of LeBron James, right? Next season. How long do you think it's going to be before the Lakers are in the postseason again? Let's say LeBron doesn't resign and the Lakers come back with Anthony Davis, Reeves, D'Lo. You think they're making the playoffs? When they can't even make the playoffs with this team and LeBron, you think they're making the playoffs? Or you're going to say, oh, somebody will come because LeBron will be gone. Think somebody will come? Who? But, heavy is the head that wears the crown. LeBron always, you see him putting the crown on his head. So when he gets a lot of the, accolades when they win, he has to take some criticism when they don't win. And as far as knocking him down on the GOAT debate or what have you, no, I didn't have him as the GOAT anyway. I got Kareem as the GOAT. I got Jordan as 2, and I had LeBron at 3. It stays the same to me. So his legacy is cemented a lot of people give LeBron some unfair slack. And they blame this whole woke so-called NBA and politics. They blame that all on LeBron when it was their president who actually brought politics to sports. Because he's the one that started making the big deal about the national anthem. So it wasn't LeBron. LeBron stood up for his people because he was tired of seeing us getting beat over the head unarmed and shot down unarmed. So that makes him a terrible person. That makes him woke because he don't feel like seeing his people get knocked upside the head. So now he's woke because of that. So Laker fans, be careful what you wish for. And any people that's out there saying, I was a Laker fan, I'll go back to rooting for them once LeBron leaves. You were never a Laker fan. Because if you are a Laker fan, you root for the laundry. I root for the purple and gold. I root for the front of the jersey, not the back. So all this nonsense about, oh, I was a Laker fan, but now that they got LeBron, I'm not a Laker fan anymore. And then once he leaves, I'll root for the Lakers again. That's hogwash. You're not a Laker fan. Is all of this his fault? No. But he has to take the majority of the blame, along with the coach, along with Jeannie Buss and this other idiot that she's got with him, Pelinka. The coach can't coach his way out of a paper bag. But LeBron has to take the majority of the blame as far as players go because he gets the majority of the credit when they win. But this whole entire thing, you know, if they have a different player other than LeBron, they still get swept by the Nuggets. Last year in the game 4, what did he put up? 40 points? He was the only one really playing. So you let me know down in the comments, the Lakers going to be better off without LeBron James for what do you mean, 10 years later? 10 years from now? You remember Kobe's last few years? You want to go back to that? I don't. See, I'm a real Laker fan. I'm not used to losing. You Gen Zers, you Gen Z Laker fans, you millennial Laker fans, y'all lived through the Kobe's ending era. So y'all are used to losing. I ain't used to losing. As a kid, I saw Magic Johnson win his first championship. I ain't used to losing. I done been here for every championship since Magic Johnson first. So I don't know what the hell y'all talking about. But no, unless the Lakers have a player to bring in here, another star, and you say, oh, we're going to put another star with Anthony Davis, and we're going to let LeBron go. But just be careful. Because if LeBron James leaves up out of L.A. and goes and joins Steph Curry or goes to New York or goes back to Cleveland and he's sitting back in the finals, I don't want to hear nobody complaining. Let me know down below, is it LeBron James' fault? Or is LeBron James the Lakers' real problem? Let me know down in the comments. It's your boy Heaven Hollywood for the Sports